Good morning, good afternoon, or wicked early morning on the Pacific Rim. Hey, this is David Taylor Klaus, and it's Mindset Mondays with DTK, episode 15. So it's Monday, May 21st. I'm really happy to have you join this morning. I can't tell you how perfect the topic is today. Talk about letting something go. All right, so quick heads up. Again, I'm David Taylor Klaus. I would really love to ask your favor. Please go ahead and click the share button. Invite other people to join. Again, this is a year-long program of conversations about mindset. The Mindset Mondays is a no-pitch environment. This is not me trying to sell anything other than you on the idea that you are in the ultimate control of your world by taking control of your mindset. Again, Mindset Mondays is about and for folk with a growth mindset or those who really want to have a growth mindset, a chance to play with new ideas, new concepts, and new mindsets. So I want to jump in today. And again, I will remind you several times to please go ahead and click the share button and invite other people to listen in and to join the conversation. Remember, I get to see your comments and questions, so please join the conversation. All right, so here's the first piece. Let me hit the quote because this is just wickedly perfect for today. I'll quote. All right, here we go. Just that one. I do know how to use this. All right, knowledge is learning something every day, and wisdom is letting go of something every day. And so, friend of mine, Jason Hartnoff, also a coach. Somebody told Jason as he was starting to do his produce his videos that somebody told him your first 6 videos are going to suck and then you'll start getting better. So get out there and start sucking. So I got to tell you, I am, for those of you who've known me for a long time, I do have a fascination with perfection and a lifelong dance of trying to seek perfection and actually paralyzed in an effort to find it, I often don't start or don't get out into the world. So that's been a challenge of mine for an eternity. And the idea of letting perfection go, the learning something new every day, I got that. My parents taught me that, you learn something new, great, it's been a good day. Right. And that's been reinforced to me my entire life. And I'm sure this is not something new for any of you either. But the letting something go, letting that white knuckled grip on perfection go. I get onto the computer this morning and I try to get the camera to load and it won't load. So I'm going through every technology trick I know and all the stuff I've done with the Be Live guys when the camera doesn't load to get it to work. And I'm like, okay, just let it go. And I'm 30 seconds from broadcast and I'm ready to start by saying, okay, guys, camera's not working today, so I'm just going to do this solo. I'm going to do this just with the image up in front, and you won't get to see me today. And 3 seconds before broadcast, the 900th time I clicked the add camera, it worked. Now, I can choose to do my normal frenetic, right? Getting irritated, getting frustrated. So I'm staring at the image of the quote, and it says, wisdom is letting go of something every day. And this was my chance to let go of perfection, to actually practice one of the things I wanted to talk about. It is just choosing to let go of perfection. In our Vistage group, we talk about ELMO, enough, let's move on. Great acronym. Elaine and Diane, their acronym is GMO, good enough. Move on. We can keep turning things over and over and over and over, just trying to get it to a point where it's just right or perfect or it's there or it's done. And dude, done beats perfect. And if you sit there and keep hammering away at it, you're going to miss the opportunity, miss the timing, miss the opportunity to engage or participate or go live for a broadcast you've committed to doing for a year. So it was a chance to be good enough, move on. And it's that simple. Wisdom, knowledge is learning something every day. Wisdom is letting go of something every day. Clearly, I seem to be on a Zen proverb kick. So here's my question for you. What is there for you to let go of? And in letting go of that, wow, in letting go of that, what's the opportunity there? Because here's the spoiler alert. When you let go of that white-knuckled attachment to something, you have an open hand, an opportunity to pick up something else. So in letting go of that which you are white-knuckled holding on to, what is your opportunity to pick up? What's available to you? When I sold to my partner at the end of 2009, and I started to do coaching full-time, step back into the Vistage playground. Vistage is Vistage.com. Vistage is a international group of CEOs that my business partner Beth and I were members of forever. I'm still a member. I've been in it for almost 15 years. And I stepped back into that Vistage room with the, yes, I've stepped fully into coaching. This is what I'm doing. This is the impact I want to have. This is the work I want to do. And I felt like, because I wasn't running a company or co-leading a company any longer, and I was coaching, I was reading into that whole, a lot of times when people hear the term life coaching, they think, oh, great, loincloths and drum circles in the woods, or crystals and candles. And look, there's a spiritual and woo-woo end to just about every practice, and life coaching spans the gamut. And whether you're coaching an entrepreneur, an executive, a team, you're coaching the whole human about their performance and their life and their ability to engage. So it's all, to an extent, life coaching. Call it entrepreneur coaching or executive coaching. Guess what? You're coaching humans about how to better engage with their life. So I was seeing myself through a twisted version of everybody else's eyes and thinking, God, I don't want to be seen as frivolous. Now, any of you who are coaches or have had coaching know how crazy that is. And yet, man, it was real. I was twisted up, and it kept me from accelerating. It kept me from moving. It kept me from engaging. And what was available to me on the other side of letting that something go was the chance to have the impact that I was craving, the impact that I wanted to have. And we all have these little places where we go blind because we get so caught up in what it is. We're twisted around the axle. What do we need to let go of? Yeah, thank you, Jody. Jody just posted, you can control whether or not you take steps, but not the outcome. And when we get wrapped up in that white-knuckled attachment to a specific outcome, makes it harder to take steps. Yeah. Brian, absolutely. Done beats perfect. It's one of my favorite, and I wish I could give credit to who I heard it from first, but I can't remember. But it is a beautiful piece. We let go of those old truths, the things that we used to believe, obvious examples. We used to believe that the world was flat. We used to believe that the human body couldn't withstand the physical forces of going fast enough to break the 4-minute mile. And we had scientific proof behind both of those truths, and yet they were wrong, right? And the things that we make up, we make up how people see us. That limits us in our ability to have an impact and to engage and to participate. And it's crippling, right? This is not the ethereal we, I experience this. And I know that you probably have too. What are the old truths that you're holding? What are the limiting beliefs that you're holding on to? And the trick is, what can you replace those with, right? What can you replace those with? What are the truths that serve? What are the beliefs that serve? Because when you replace something that's a stumbling block with something that serves, that becomes an accelerator, right? What if I saw the folks in my Vistage group as exactly who they were, people who loved and supported me and wanted me to succeed, instead of thinking, oh my God, they're going to think this is frivolous, right? Had I chosen from the beginning to see them for who they were and what they wanted from me, how much faster could I have launched this practice? How much faster could I have gotten to that stable point and that thriving point? How much sooner could I have been where I am now? Well, okay, there's a lot of learning I would have missed if I didn't have to hammer through those limiting beliefs and the crap that I was making up. On one hand, on the other hand, God, it would have been nice to make it easier. So where can you make it easier for yourself? Where can you let go of these old truths, these limiting beliefs, this made up crap? Now, you've heard me talk about Rick Tamlin. His body of work right now is really hinging on something he created years ago that he's been growing. It's called The Bigger Game. And name of his company is It's All Made Up. You know why? It is. It's all made up. We make up and interpret what we see through our lenses. So, wow, if it's all made up anyway, what if we made up something good? What if you made up something that served? What if you made up something that moved you forward, or moved your clients forward, or moved your family or your company forward? What if, since it's all made up anyway, you took an active role in making up something that moved you forward? So what will you make up? Right? What will you let go of? What will be different for you this week? It's Monday, right? It's the beginning of your week. What's the knowledge that you'll lean into this week? What will you hope to learn and strive to learn? What's the wisdom you'll acquire by letting something go? Right? I'll put it big on the screen. Knowledge is learning something every day. Wisdom is letting go of something every day. I love when the universe provides, right? and this is, thank you, Irv. This is perfect that Simon Sinek is obviously reading ahead on my list of topics to talk about. Fight against something and you focus on what we hate. Fight for something and we focus on the thing we love. So letting go of what we hate, letting go and making space for that which we want to create, flipping it to the positive, letting go of that focus on the negative, shifting that focus to something that serves. That's the game for this week. Game for this week is where will you acquire wisdom, right? Where will you create your own wisdom? What will you let go of? And what will that make space for you to grab onto? So please join in, share some of these thoughts from today's topic at facebook.com/groups/Mindset Mondays. It's a closed group, so the several hundred folks that are in there, we have the chance for more conversation in between these live broadcasts to talk more about what's come up and what you learned from the week. And I would love you to share what you're learning. I post in there and members are able to post as well. And again, it's also a no-pitch playground. This is just an opportunity to really stretch your brain, because, you know, where I'm getting older and the opportunity to explore these new ideas gives me an opportunity to explore more in my own world. So be selfish, take advantage of it, and come join. So again, it's facebook.com/groups/Mindset Mondays. You're all invited. And so between now and next week, what will you choose to let go of? And what will that make room for? Be well.